welcome to another video where I've bought a hyper mileage vehicle. This time it's a legendary Toyota Prius, and this vehicle has done 332,000 miles, and I bought it again blind, just took a leap of faith, and you know what, she's not too bad. Shall we have a look how she's like? Let's start off with the condition. So overall, on the face of it, if you're about 5 feet away, doesn't look too bad, does it? Get a bit closer. This is a cat-end car, so what's happened is it's had a non-structural impact at some point. You can see there's loads of chippings on the front bumper here. Crack there, look. The wheel arch liner's missing there, but you know, that's expected when it's had an impact there. Looks like this wing's been done at some point, but relatively clean overall. Look at that. So that wing and that door have been sprayed, but they've been done to a relatively good standard. Not bad, not bad. The original steel wheel covers are missing, but these are fine as they are. And having a look, the tyres aren't that bad, so that's a good tyre. The rear tyres are all new, so they've just been fitted. Rear bumper's not in bad condition, some minor marks. Overall, nice tidy little car this, isn't it? There you go, see, brand new tyres. Let's have a look inside. It's got these nice leather covers. Underneath is the suede type material, but the way this has been fitted so nicely, I'm not going to take it off, and it's in lovely condition, so why should I, eh? It makes no sense. The carpets are not ripped, in good order. It just needs that middle bit cleaning, which I'll get the valet machine out and I'll get that sorted. No big deal. Lovely tinted windows. Yeah, looks not so bad. What's the boot look like? Let's have a look. I actually don't know. Okay, so maybe, not sure. I'll have to double check these gas struts. I think they're a bit weak, but they are holding it up, so I'll double check. Yeah, boot's pretty good, isn't it? You've got boot liner, you've got all the mats. Has this one. This is a 59 plate. Should have the spare wheel somewhere. Yeah, this one's got the spare wheel underneath here. Yep, there you go. All the tools are there. Oh, good stuff. Oh, not bad at all. Yeah, okay, so that went down too fast, too hard, so that's a telltale sign that the gas struts need doing. That's alright, I've got some in stock, so they're about a tenner if you're wondering how much they cost. £10 to £12. Look, it's got all the electric windows. It looks like, look, the buttons are all nice and fresh, and the seats again have got the covers on covers, but I'm not going to take them off. They've been fitted nicely again, so I thought it's generally good condition. Look, let me slow up the transition there. There you go. As you can see, the carpets are all in good condition. Just needed basic clean. But the dash, the plastics, it looks like the taxi driver's only really used these buttons on the steering wheel, otherwise he's not touched the radio controls. They look like new. Shall we see if she starts? So it's keyless entry. So the car's moment of truth. So the car opens because I've got the key in the... So that's a good sign. Green light's on. Let's turn her on. Ah, voila. He's ready to go. So one thing on this is that, there you go. Engine's kicked in. It's all working nicely. The one thing I've noticed though on this is that the display there, that should show you the... So it goes into reverse. It's going backwards, as you can see. Should show up, and it only shows up once you've driven forward and for a little bit. So So there you go. It's turned. Now it's appeared. Can you see? I hope you can see it. There you go. But it's got head-up display as well. Nifty, isn't it? So all the electrics are working. As is the mirror, as you can see. Let's see. Let's see how it is to drive, and then do a little catch up. So let's see how she goes. Pulling off. Nice. Pulls very well. I've just got it in standard mode, and she drives very, very well. Pulls off nicely. There's no undue noises coming from the suspension. But I don't know if you can hear this noise. So there's a whirring noise, like coming from the front driver's side. So which suggests that the car needs wheel bearings on the front, on the driver's side front wheel bearings need doing. That's what that noise is. And but other than that, yeah, she rides lovely. Going over the humps very well. The steering is nice and sharp and tight. You would not know it's done this much mileage. I've got to give kudos to the previous owner. I know taxi drivers get a lot of flack, but this is their main source of income, so it's in their interest to look after the car, and the previous owners clearly looked after it. And yeah, and it isn't by chance that it's done 332,000 miles and that it's doing this well. And the brakes are nice, they're stopping as they should do. Yep, nicely, very nice and sharp. Yeah, it's a nice pleasant place to be. It's not all worn out, other than this little minor stuff here, but other than that, it is fantastic. Really impressed with this car. Drives fantastic, hybrid system's working lovely. Only thing is obviously the wheel bearing, and also the rear passenger switch here. If you press it, it brings the windows down, but the windows don't go back up, but they do work from the rear door, from the passenger door itself, so no big deal. The passengers can operate the windows themselves, so not a huge problem. And worst case scenario, even if you have to change these, they're dime a dozen on eBay, about 20 quid or something like that, and easy to do. Maybe I might just do that actually. Let's see how it goes. But other than that, fantastic little car. I'm so impressed. See, I wouldn't know. I mean, if you told me it's done 100,000 miles, I'd believe you, just purely on the driving dynamics of this car. I've seen cars that have done 50,000, 60,000 miles and they've driven worse. So it's all down to that. This is the key thing. It's all down to the maintenance, and it's clearly been maintained well. And of course, the legendary Toyota reliability. Fantastic. Let's go to a final review. So there we have it. Lovely driver. So the engine and gearbox is solid on this car. Only bit of work I really need to do for this is obviously, you know, there's so much you can do, but there's a budget to all of these things. So on this car, it's amazing, 332,000 miles, and bodywork wise, as you could all see, it's relatively good, and mechanically it's excellent. It's still driving well. All I need to do is get the wheel bearing changed on the front driver's side there, and she's good to go. Mechanically excellent. Wow, there you go. And this is why the taxi drivers love the Priuses and why it has such a legendary reputation. I mean, look at this. It's done astronomical mileage and it's still got plenty of life left in it. Now, I don't have the service history, so I don't know whether the hybrid system got changed at some point. But even if the hybrid system goes, the engine still runs and you can still drive it without the hybrid. So, you know, this car is amazing. And because there's so many of these Priuses now, and because they've been around so long, even if you do have to change the hybrid unit, it's no big deal. You know, it's like about second-hand. There's specialists that'll do it for under £1,000. And you know, on a normal car, you've seen people spend like £1,200, £1,400 on turbocharger. So, you know, it's no big deal. It's just part of life. And you put that in, and she's good to go for probably another 300,000 miles. All the electrics are working. So yeah, yet again, I am pleasantly not surprised, I suppose, because this is a Prius after all, but you know, it makes you happy to see that a car can do this much mileage and still have lots of life left in it. And the sort of customers that will go for this now are the customers that are looking for a cheap runabout to meet all the ULEZ regulations, etc. And it's zero tax, you don't have to pay a penny in road tax. So and you have the reassurance that it's a Toyota, where even if the hybrid doesn't work, you've got an engine that will take you home and get you from A to B, and the fuel economy is amazing. So this car that I've taken for a run, I've averaged over 70 miles per gallon, and if you do lots of stop-start in town, you probably run it on the hybrid system anyway, so you'll save a lot of fuel with the crisis that's happening at the moment. So lovely car, well chuffed. Just got to do some minor stuff, which is just the wheel bearing really, and just clean up the interior, and that should be that. In terms of the front bumper, I'm gonna leave it as it is because there's no margin in it to get all that done. It's all secured up and going nowhere, so I'm just going to get the wheel bearing done so it's mechanically bang on, and get the interior cleaned, and she'll be good to go. There you go. I hope you found that interesting, everyone, and little insight into the see how I linked that in there? Insight into Prius, Honda Insight. Alright, okay. Not a good one there. Anyway, hope you liked the video, and do like and subscribe, and see you on the next one. Take care, bye bye.